Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna walk you through the 6 different ways you can make your ear candy in your tracks. And I'm going from a track that sounds like this to this. As you guys can hear, is way more fun, more interesting, more dynamic. And when it comes to making K-pop music, this is vital to have good ear candy elements going on throughout your track. Alrighty, guys. Before I do a breakdown, let me tell you, if you are interested in learning more about K-pop music production, we have a awesome community. Yeah, this is a community where you get to learn from the industry experts. You're also gonna have a mentorship classes where you receive feedback. You do song challenges from the songs that we receive from the K-pop labels, and you can collaborate, network, and learn. Oh my goodness, what a opportunity! Okay, check out this video if you guys are interested. It will explain all about it. But if you're serious about it, you don't want to miss the opportunity. All right, here we go. Number 1, when it comes to making good ear candy stuff, you need to have some ear candy drums. And where do I have those ear candy drums? Is these 4 tracks right here. So check out this sound right here. What is that sound doing? It's like an interesting ghost effect, and here I'm doing, yeah, it's fun stuff going on, right? Let's hear it together with the track. See how much that thing did without it? Big difference. So yeah, it's like a ghost snare, but it's obviously more than just ghost snare. It's like a sample that I used, but it has a really cool processed sounding drum, ghost drum effect. But not only that, here in my towards the end of the bar, I chopped a bunch of snare to make this kind of effect. And of course, there might be loops that you can just drag in that has exactly what you're looking for. But sometimes I like to chop my own audio because it's going to give me exactly what I needed. All right, so that's for drums. Number 2, hyper pop. Hyper pop is the genre that you want to search, you want to look for when it comes to adding some nice flavor to your track. And my hyper pop track sounds like this in my song. Together. Big difference, right? So this guy is just a loop that I dragged, but I've done a ton of chopping and I've did some, sound designing. It was like this, but now like this. And I like to be very specific with my ear candy, so I chop it and make sure that it doesn't just go all throughout the track where I don't want it. So I want it to have full control, so that's why I like to chop exactly where I want to chop. So that's hyperpop. If you search the keyword hyperpop in a splice, you're gonna get a lot of different sound sources that you need for ear candy hyperpop. Number 3, you should try to add some fun vocal ear candy effect style. So here I have 4 different ear candy vocal sounds. So there's one. Lots of stuff going on, right? Yeah, so let's hear it together in the track. So what is this guy doing? This guy is like an ambient sound, you know? So instead of using like a crash cymbal, I chose to use that because it just makes it more interesting. What about here? It's a reverse vocal effect that I've added right before hitting my very last snare, which goes. But instead of accentuating, is that a word? Accentuating with a clap or snare that I usually go to, I accentuate it with a vocal right there. So that makes it way more interesting. Let's listen to it without it. See how big of a difference that made together with it? Love that sound. What about the last guy right here? Believe it or not, that's like a lot of me. And I've sampled my own voice. And I use it a lot throughout my tracks. So, yeah. It goes. Way more interesting now, right? Alright. For number 4, we're gonna look at how to do hits. What kind of hits is this? This is ear candy / effects hits. So right here, I have this guy who's making a camera sound. Isn't that cool? So with this sound now, it sounds like this in the track. It's subtle, but it makes a huge difference. Yeah, because this song is called Picture. It's actually a release song in China. I'm not exactly sure who the artist is, but you guys can probably look it up. Yeah, but because I wanted my concept to be about taking photos, I've added like a camera, digital camera sound. So it sounds like this again. So it aligns well with the concept that I'm going for, and it sounds really good. Not only that, I've also put another hit, and this time I put like a synth hit. This song has a fairly tropical vibe, so I wanted to add like a tropical hit that goes like that. So let's hear it together in the track. Yeah, really, I feel like this is one of my favorite ear candy that I've added here. Just so pleasant, you know, it sounds like a bamboo, it sounds tropical, sounds really nice. Okay, lastly, on number 6, texture. No, did I talk about number 5? Let's do number 5, which is effects ear candy. Of course, we can call it effects or ear candy, but for the sake of this video, I just wanted to break down stuff that is in that category, right? So, what kind of effects do I have right here? This is like a transition effect that goes like this. Right? So that makes a big difference too. Let's listen from here. So that's a transition effects, and this one is a reverse effects that goes like this. Yeah. I'm sure you guys use that a ton, right? Okay, lastly, guys, I'm going to talk about effects texture. This one is something that is overlooked so many times when it comes to ear candy. Without this, sounds like this. But with the texture, is this guy right here. Without it, with it. Now this effects texture, what it does is it fills the space with some atmospheric reverby stuff in the back, and it kind of has like the vocal effect too. So it could be technically in the ear candy vocal category as well. But you know, things get very like, there's a lot of gray area stuff when it comes to um, music production. But how did I come up with that? Let me show you guys. Oh yeah, is this guy is right here. So it's actually from this plugin called Exhale, and it's a very very good library that sounds like this. But if I change it up, for example, there is like different sounds like this or this. Yeah, so it has a bunch of effect stuff, but I loved how this sound went together with that. And I did some, you know, processing. But one of the processings that you want to do when it comes to ear candy, I love using Kickstart too, just to give a little pulse to your volume, which goes like, because it just glues better to the song. And I'm making it wider, cutting some EQ, but I liked how it resonated here, so I'm boosting a little bit, and then some distortion, or you can call it saturation, and together in the mix sounds. Yeah, so once again, to recap, there's ear candy drums, ear candy hyperpop, ear candy vocal, and then there's effects, and there's ear candy hits, and then the ear candy texture. These are the 6 that you want to consider when you're adding ear candy, because it's too broad to just say ear candy. Then you're not gonna know how to search, how to look, what type of stuff work for your track. So consider putting those different ear candy in your track when you're making K-pop music. And guys, in this community, you're going to learn all about how to produce music. But it's not just learning how to produce music. These people that are here, they're dedicated to show you and what it means for you to become a great producer. And we give you very practical things. You know, it's not just a bunch of tutorials. It's a place where you get to be mentored, you receive feedback, and you actually have a shot to pitch your tracks to your favorite artists in Korea, because we receive leads from everywhere in Korea, and we work on songs every day to and pitch the songs to Korea. So you have the opportunity to do that. If you guys like my video, please click like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay guys, I'll see you guys next time. I hope this was helpful. Love you. Bye bye.